Hi. Alright, I have to leave in like 30 minutes, so I'm just gonna kind of like speed run through this. I'm gonna be talking about everything I watched in September, or music videos, movies, TV shows. Literally anything I watched, I will talk about. Let's just get into it. I'm still bad at this, and my audio's still crap. So whatever. I'm gonna start off with music videos because I watched quite a bit. I should say I only watched the ones that are like new. Like I'm not gonna watch a lot of old music videos. So these are the ones I watched. I watched Dancing into Flames, BBA, Don't Lie, I'm His, He's Mine, It's Okay, I'm Okay, Taylor Swift, Sexuai, Good Luck Babe at the VMAs. I'm counting that because it was awesome. For sure, and Midnight Cowboy. Really nothing like really stuck out. You know, we didn't have any 360s, we didn't have any tastes or please please please. There's really not a lot. As far as like multiple season TV shows, not a lot. Like I'm still watching Harley Quinn, I'm still watching Veep. Those are really good. Veep is getting to the point where I might quit because, spoiler for Veep if you haven't seen it, like I'm getting to the point where she's not even in any office anymore, any like part of government. So it's kind of like, how are you, like, why am I watching more seasons? It's still funny, but to me, I think this is the seasons where Armando and Iannucci left. So it's kind of like, Let's see everything else I watched. I mean, show wise, I watched Monsters, the Lyle and Eric story, on September 22nd. I have a review for it on the channel, but you kind of already know, like when it was just a dialogue and it was talking about the things and not exploiting their abuse, but just simply talking about their abuse, like episode 5, we're just having a dialogue about how the abuse affects them and we're not being exploitive or stylized. I love it. But then they just can't help themselves and they make it the most outrageous story ever. I started The Penguin. The Penguin is pretty good so far. Yeah, it's whatever. Agatha is kind of like whatever, I guess. And that's basically all. Oh, Grotesquerie with Travis Kelce. Review coming soon. I have a lot of thoughts about that show. Jesus. And yeah, let's just go through all the movies I watched. Again, I'm really trying to hurry. I am sorry. September 1st, I watched 2 movies. I watched Blink Twice and Trap, both 2024 movies. I liked Blink Twice a lot, and I saw a lot of people that didn't like Blink Twice, and like I understand that it might not have handled, that the ending might have like went to some places where like really, but I still really liked it. I thought it was a lot of fun, and I'm not gonna spoil it because like you should really watch this without knowing anything, without knowing any prior knowledge. So I'm being very vague about that. Then I left the theater and I went home and I saw Trap, the M. Night Shyamalan movie about a serial killer who goes to a concert and then there's a trap for him. And I thought it was a lot of fun. I'm debating about making a video about it. Let's just say I'm not going to make a video about it. I thought it was really fun and heartwarming, and it actually says a lot about like fandom and like stuff like that. And then like it just takes a route, third act, and it's like, what the hell? And I don't know what it was doing, but it was still fun. And then Beetlejuice, September 5th. I gave it 3 stars. I thought it was okay. Beetlejuice, I just wanted vibes, and I got it. So 3 stars. Rebel Ridge, I don't know if I'm going to be doing a video about it, but I loved it. This is probably one of my favorite action movies of the year. This is truly like amazing like film. It's such a slow burn, very David Finchery-esque if he ever made an action film or something like that. I just loved it. And I gave it 4 out of 5 stars and a heart. Uglies. What can I say about Uglies that can't already be summed up by this poster alone? I gave it 1 star. I will say I was never bored though. That's the one thing. The movie sucked absolute ass. I was never bored. Lilia Forever. My friend Giova recommended me this movie. She said it was one of her favorite movies. So it was like a coming of age movie, and like she was like, oh, it's kind of sad. And I was like, please, it's sad. It's one of the most saddest stories I have ever seen. The most tragic story I have ever seen. Like, I gave it 5 stars. I like loved it, but like there was a point where I'm like, can we just have like an uplifting moment? Can we just have one moment where everything can go right? It's basically about a girl whose parents travel to America and they're like, oh, we'll come back for you. And it's kind of like that she's like waiting. She's just waiting for her parents to come back as they left her in this very broken, poor town in poverty, and she has no like parentalship, and she's kind of just on her own, and it's her kind of navigating that, and a lot of other things ensue, and I'm kind of crying just thinking about it. Snack Shack, let's go to something positive. Snack Shack, I gave 4 out of 5 stars and a heart. It's a really fun like coming of age movie about these 2 kids. 8th grader is about 8th graders that like buy a Snack Shack. They're just like going through their summer, I guess. It was really fun. The Deliverance. the Deliverance. Should I be a dick or should I actually review this? Should I be a dick or I'm gonna be a dick. This movie sucks. I gave it 1.5 stars. I saw first 2 episodes of Agatha the same day. And again, I thought they were fine. Like, they're better than The Deliverance. I'll give it that much. I saw History Daughters. The next day I saw History Daughters. I have a review for it. I really liked it. The Substance. Just check my review on that. Just check my review. A girl almost threw up in my theater. That's all I will say. I gave it 4.5 out of 5 stars. Climax, another Jehovah recommendation. I saw this right after I saw Monster. Watching The Substance, Monsters, and Climax in the same day, like I thought my brain was about to explode. Again, Jehovah recommending me the most weirdest, most amazing, weirdest, and screwed up films I have ever seen. Climax is basically about a bunch of dancers and a like rehearsing and stuff, and someone spikes their drinks, and you basically just a one-shot film of all of them freaking out. Weirdest film. Weirdest. I gave it 3.5 out of 5 stars and a heart. Wolf, starring George Clooney and Brad Pitt. I saw that on the 27th. I thought it was okay. It was solid. Basically 2 fixers had to do a job together. Gave it 3 stars. Very simple, very fun. Apartment 7A, Rosemary Baby prequel. Basically Julia Garner, a dancer, and she goes into Apartment 7A. And then hijinks ensues. Not a very good film. Like, the visuals were cool. I really enjoyed the cinematography and the visuals. Julie Gardner's never really disappoints, but it's such a drag. And that same night, I watched Killer Heat. Joseph Gordon-Levitt, Richard Madden, Shailene Woodley. And it basically follows an expat PI who gets hired to investigate crime with family. It's not good. It's not good. Just don't watch. Do not watch it. It's so predictable. It's something out of like Hallmark or Lifetime. On the 29th, three movies. I saw Rebel Ridge, Still Slaps, Cuckoo with Hunter Schafer and Dan Stevens. I gave Cuckoo 3.5 out of 5 stars. That was one of those movies, again, where like I started it and I fell asleep because I had to start it at like 1 in the morning. But it was kind of cool. It's kind of a Scream Queen slasher film. And I don't really want to give much away because, again, like it's one of those films where you kind of want to go in a little bit blind. And then I saw Roland Harper and I thought that was a pretty good documentary. That's it, I guess. I knew I mumbled a lot. I knew I stumbled a lot. I'm just trying to hurry. Thank you guys. Yeah, so I actually watched something last night also. I watched Resball on Netflix. I gave it 3.5 out of 5 stars. It's pretty good. It's a very heart-lifting